Welcome to Market Astrology and Horoscope. I'm Yasko. Let's get started. Horary Astrology answers specific questions or questions completely. So, this is a tutorial, part 3, and the querent asks, or let's say the query is, or the question is, will I become assistant manager? So the question is, will I become assistant manager? And she wants an answer. Okay. First, you identify the querent in the chart. Querent is the person asking the question, and it's represented by the first house. The first house is identified as the ascendant, or the first person. In this chart, Mercury is the ascendant ruler because it rules Gemini. Notice that 26 degrees Gemini, 36 minutes is the ascendant. Notice also that 26 degrees means that the matter asked is something that's already done or has happened. And why? Because 26 degree is a late degree. Okay, 30 is the highest. So this gives you a clue, and it's telling you this is something that has already happened, or it's already happening. Anyway, it's a late degree. So this is also a mutable cross. You see, there are mutable signs, which means that the things are not going to turn out as expected. Okay. Now let's turn to the moon, because the moon is the most important planet in horary astrology, because it's the co-ruler of everything, especially you. The moon is the initiator, and it moves relatively quickly. It, therefore, times the actions of the querent and indicates the activity taken to the final outcome of the matter. The moon gives clue to what or where the querent's interest lies. In this chart, the moon's in its fall because it's in Scorpio. In its fall means that the querent, or the person asking this question, is going to be sorry. Okay. It's also weak in the 6th. And this is called the angle of distress, the 6th house. Moon also rules the 2nd house, which represents money. Therefore, the moon from the work is a big the money, I'm sorry, not the moon, the money, although it's the moon that represents the money, is a big concern, and this is where the stress lies. This person is stressed about the money from this job. The querent was told by the manager, the boss, that the pay raise commensurate with the position will require approval. Her boss promised that she is working on the money, but for the time being, the querent will have to work without the pay raise. Her hours were already cut, and she already told her boss that she will not take the job without the pay raise. However, her boss essentially made her take the job. That's moon in Scorpio. Things are not on the up and up. Underhanded tactics, arm twisting, and bullying applied. The job was thrusted upon her for the manager to meet corporate guidelines, because a new district manager was visiting the store. This is indicated by Jupiter, the other person, in this case the manager. Her boss in its fall, not on the up and up, and cheats by being in Capricorn. Jupiter is also besieged, which means the boss is between a rock and a hard place and needs her to accept the position without pay immediately, so the boss can announce that she has an assistant manager in place according to the corporate guidelines. This is all about expediency. Now, let's read Mercury, her ruler, in the 10th house. This matter is about a promotion, because the planet that rules her is in the 10th house. This is the house of career, or business, or job, or the company. This is a confirmation. See, you have to have confirmation. You can't just read this and not have it confirmed. So the 10th house is the career house. Mercury is elevated in the chart, the highest point, but it's conjunct Neptune in 17 degrees, which signals catastrophe or crisis. Mercury, first of all, is ill-placed by sign. Again, a sign of weakness indicating an iffy situation. Again, a confirmation that this thing is iffy. Moon is square the sun. Important man at a distance, the corporate office, will not approve. This is the last aspect the moon made before asking me the question. That aspect is what led her to ask this question. And that's how you know why this person, or what led up to it, to this question being asked. She didn't trust the person who will have to approve her raise. She had a bad experience with him. He wanted to make her part-time when she had worked for the company for over 8 years as a full-time employee. This experience and just the promise of a pay raise was not sitting well. Therefore, she was very hesitant to take the job, but her boss basically pushed her into taking the job. She wanted the promotion, but not without the pay. My answer to her was that this job will have to be dropped. Why? The moon's in fall. Mercury in detriment, in conjunct Neptune, and the final aspect of the moon is a reformation. There is also the mutable cross, which also confirms that this matter will not materialize as expected. And moon last over Uranus, will next be over Mars in 29 degrees. Also confirms that she will have to drop this position because aspects to Mars cuts her out. The outcome on March 22nd, there was a closing. The business closed due to Corona or COVID-19 shutdown, which occurred, and that's how she lost her job, or let's say furloughed. She never was confirmed officially to the assistant manager position, nor was she paid the money, the raise. Whether she will return to become assistant manager is iffy because this matter will be dropped. And this is the outcome. And well, she's not working. And actually, you see the date that she asked this question. And as I said, the moon's aspect leads her to the outcome. And that's how Horary Astrology works. It gives you a complete answer to the final, the finality, or the final outcome of the matter. And you see about all the descriptions, but this is the strength of the Horary Astrology. Thank you again for tuning in. And should you need a reading on Horary Astrology, or if you want to take a course on Horary Astrology, just contact me. And also, my website will be opening next week. I think maybe sometime next week, maybe Thursday, Friday, or something like that. That's April 23rd or 24th. So, thank you again for tuning in.
Now, you notice